to turn this down a little. Can you guys hear me? I'll wait for more people to join. Hi. Ask questions. Ask like good questions because I'm really bored. And I want to have good conversations. Could have just FaceTimed someone, but like I feel like I haven't been live in a minute, so I feel like it's important I'm on here often. I'm awake. How was your guys' Saturday going? What's going on?
I think that was it.
What do you see yourself? I'm assuming you mean where do you see yourself in the future? In the future, I still want to be in the industry, the movie business. I want to be a director, actor, producer, writer. I kind of just want to do it all. I want to be in front of the camera and behind the camera. I don't know, it's just really exciting to me. And I also feel like if you're behind the camera, you have more control. Someone said, wait, you're in it. Yeah, I'm in season 2 of the Netflix show You. Anyway, back to the question. I'm not like in love with my name Jenna, but at the same time, I cannot imagine my name being anything else. Maybe a dog. Well, here's the thing. I love dogs so much. Elephant would be cool. I love elephants. Elephants are so beautiful. You want to know what's crazy? I don't know if you guys saw, but on like your archives where it shows all your old story posts on here on Instagram, it came up as like a memory or like a reminder, and it's like, oh, 1 year ago today, and it's a photo of me with wild elephants because a year ago today I was in Kenya. Elephants are great. Like, elephants are so beautiful. I would love to be an elephant. That would be cool. If you would be any fruit, what would it be? I don't know. I always go back and forth on what my favorite fruit is, but like, probably maybe a pineapple. Maybe a pineapple. What is your zodiac sign? Do you think it's accurate? If I'm being honest, okay, I'm a Libra. And I was reading up on it, and they're like, Libras are very indecisive, which, first of all, that's me. But then it went on to say, like, we're very sensitive, and it's hard for us to say no, and I have no problem saying no. Like, I'm not scared to say no. They're like, we sugarcoat things so we don't hurt anybody else's feelings. No. I mean, my intention is never to hurt somebody's feelings. I feel like if your intention is to hurt somebody's feelings, you need in the words of Lonnie Davis, fix your heart. That's what Lonnie always says. I love Lonnie. No, but seriously, if you ever intend to like hurt somebody in a malicious way, just because you feel like it, then you've got some fixing to do in here, because that's not good character. So no, I don't feel like I'm connected to my Libra. What does it mean if I'm a Pisces rising? It's weird because my mom's like her main sign, I don't know what it's called, but her main sign is Pisces, and then her rising sign is Libra, and then for me it's vice versa. I don't know what rising means. Like, I thought you just had one sign. I don't know, like, that whole stuff confuses me. But to make a simple answer way longer than it needed to be, no, I don't feel like I'm very Libra-esque. But then again, I don't know much about it. I don't know. They're like, whatever, we're really sensitive. I hate when people see me cry. I don't like crying. Like, it's just weird. I don't know. I don't identify with my Libra self, at least not yet. How do you keep your hair healthy? So my hair was like damaged for a bit. So what I do is I try to get consistent trims, which, if you can't tell, my hair is getting longer and I haven't gotten a trim in forever. But it's good to have like consistent trims. And then also I started doing a lot of hair treatments, which is like easy. Like, you can buy at CVS or whatever. They're not expensive, at least the ones I have. Yeah, and then I'll do them like every 3 days, like one every 3 days or something like that. Or like whenever I feel like my hair needs it. Like, I always do the treatment after I get out of the pool, which is important because now it's going to be summer. So every time in your pool, because you know chlorine really damages your hair, so I would do a treatment. Also, like, I've never dyed my hair or anything like that, so that's never been a concern. I have gone back and forth on this so many times. Because, like, there was a period of time last year where I was like, I'm just going to do it. Like, I'm going to cut my hair off. But I don't think so. I don't see myself doing that anymore because it's just not me. Like, I don't know. I feel like I would feel weird and I wouldn't feel like myself because I've always had longer hair, so I don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna dye it either because I can't see myself with another color. What do you recommend for skincare? Drink tons of water. I drink so much water. It's insane. And then I also use tea tree oil for problem spots. So, like, if you feel like you're about to get, like, a pimple or something, wash your face, moisturize your face. Moisturizer is important, too. Make sure you have a good moisturizer. And then after moisturizing, you might want to put some tea tree oil on that. Sleep on it. If you could be anyone in the world, who would you be? Myself. That was really cheesy. Whatever. Which actor would you want to be in a movie with? Oh my gosh. There are so many actors I want to be in movies with. Like some of my actor friends. But like big like movie star actors. Denzel Washington. Oh my god. I would love to work would you do with it and why? If I was given $1 million, I would first make sure my family is like set up. Make sure my nephews have money for college, all my siblings have like homes, and my parents have homes, and I have a home, and then like the rest of that money, then I would donate to multiple charities for different causes. Because there's so many. There's just so many. Yeah, so I would just go through and see who was most deserving and then give the rest away. I mean, it's definitely its own unique sound, but it almost was like a mature version of Cherry Boy. Why did I say? I'm sorry, Cherry Bomb. A mature version of Cherry Bomb mixed with Flower Boy. Like, I don't know, it had the maturity of Flower Boy, but like the fun, playful aspect of like different sound effects, I guess you could say, that Cherry Bomb had. I grew to like it a lot, but it's best when you just listen to it all the way through. I'm 16. Want any tattoos? I go so back and forth on this because when I was younger, I was like, ew, I don't want tattoos, because then when you get old and wrinkly, then like your tattoo becomes wrinkly. But now I would like, I think I'll probably get tattoos when I'm older. Not a lot, and it would be very small, but I would only get tattoos that were like meaningful to me. Like, I would love for like me and my sisters to like all get a matching tattoo. Like, that's cute to me. And whether that be like on the hand or whatever angle, something small. I don't know if you noticed, but I just love wearing warm clothes. Like, most of the time when I go live, I'm like wearing hoodies and stuff. I love wearing warm clothes. So like, part of me wants to say like winter, but then I love the heat so much. Like, I feel like I'm the only one who's not complaining about the heat because it just feels so good to me. Like, you walk outside and it burns, and I love it. So I think I'm gonna say summer. Because it's also like no school, it's just like I'm trying to get into Game of Thrones, but at the same time, everyone said that the end was really disappointing. And it's not that. I want to watch it for, like, the acting and stuff. So I'm going to try to get into Game of Thrones. Right now, though, I got on this live because I was watching the new Netflix limited series, When They See Us. And I was distraught. Like, Ava, the director, she did, like, such a never had any fake friends. Of course, I've had so many fake friends. That's such a weird sentence to say. Well, technically, I wouldn't even consider them friends. They're like people I was cool with. I know I've had friends too. That's a lie. But they're not. Whatever. Yes, I have. Even though, like, this is just for anyone dealing with a fake friend at the moment. Yes, it's frustrating, but I think it's super important, and it's great that these people expose their true character. It's always an experience, after discovering somebody is not who you thought that they were. It's a good learning experience, and it really puts you in check, and I feel like you're more prepared for the next one, if that makes sense. It's important. The way I feel is all relationships in your life, whether that be friendships, family that you're born into, romantic relationships, whatever you want to say, whether they're good or bad, you learn from every single one. So all of them, you can use all relationships to your advantage, if that makes sense. How many real friends you got? Let me see. I would say I have like 4 or 5 good friends. But these are friends I've been friends with since like preschool, kindergarten. So I'm super grateful because I have really cool friends who I really trust, and people who understand me and are very, very sweet and funny and make me laugh and make me feel good, and I've had them all my life. So I'm pretty grateful for that, because I know not everybody has that. Do people ever call you fake? Not that I'm aware of. I mean, everybody, like, people who know me, I don't know. And if people are saying that, then, I mean, it's whatever. But I feel like it's weird, too, because, like, I'll see comments on the internet where it's like, where people say, oh, you're so fake, or you're so rude, or like you think you're all that. And this also like it ties in with like negativity comments, whatever. You just learn not to care, because these are people who don't know you. So anybody who's called me fake, like on the internet or things like that, they don't know me, they've never met me before, so they can't judge my character, So I don't take things like that to heart. But yeah, I mean, there's always people who are going to call you stuff like that.
Slightly took a left turn there, but very much 6 a.m. Slightly been awake for 24 hours, so please forgive me. No ideas and stuff.
Any Cuban friends? Isaac Presley from Stuck in the Middle. He's Cuban. Like 50% or something. I forget. I feel insecure. Do you have any advice? My advice to you. What song is playing? Okay. I think, personally, you just need to spend some time by yourself. Which I'm sure you're already doing, because I know when I was insecure, I just felt the need to, like, pull myself away from everybody that, like, I knew and loved, because I didn't want them to pick up on, because I don't like getting all sad or whatever with people I love, because I don't want them, I don't know, it's just weird, like, I'm embarrassed by it. When I was insecure, I pulled myself away from everybody, because I didn't want them, I almost felt like they were too good for me. Like, I was such a mess, and I was so terrible that like I didn't want them to be near me. Whatever. The point of what I'm trying to get to is I spend a lot of time by myself, and instead of there's a long time where I would spend that time by myself, just beating myself up and like picking myself apart, I guess you could say, which is what you do when you're insecure. So I think what you need to do, something I started doing is I would look in the mirror for like 10 minutes a day. I hated looking in mirrors, but I would force myself to like sit in front of the mirror and like just stare at myself for 10 minutes a day. I could do things like wash my face, whatever, but I had to be in front of a mirror for 10 minutes a day. And like, yeah, you gotta sit there and be like, you know what, like I really like my nose shape. Or like, oh, I like how my eyelashes do this, or I like the shape of, like you just naturally, whatever. I think you need to work on figuring out what you like about yourself. This is like long advice. Why can't I just get to the point? I feel like I'm having trouble speaking right now. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to tell you something like love yourself, or because that is like easier said than done. It's a long process. It doesn't happen overnight. I say that all the time, but it's because it's true. Just know that you are loved and that people care so much about you. I care about you. And that you are so blessed. There's so much good in your life, and I think you need to focus on those points instead of focusing on the negative. Because everybody has pieces of themselves that they don't like. Doesn't matter who you are, what you look like, where you live, where you're from, any of that, You gotta learn to live with it. And you can embrace it, you cannot embrace it. That's up to you, but I think everybody just needs to focus on the things that they love and the things that make them feel good. So I think you should just focus on those things. Because life is too short to be depressed and hating little things. And I assume you're young, so it's like, this is your time. Like, you're a kid, like, this soon. I'm trying to be more active. I don't know if you saw, but I'm trying to post more. So we'll see how this goes. All right.